minutes. That's no big deal.
All right, live ready, or the open in 3, 2, 1.
It's time for exciting Warren Warrior football on Mid-Ohio Valley's ESPN Radio, AM 630 and FM 92. The Warriors travel to McConnellsville to battle the Morgan Raiders. This live broadcast is being brought to you by Ohio Valley Cab and Delivery, Marietta College, WVU Medicine, Camden Clark, the Pioneer Family Auto Group, by the Citizens Bank Company, Hickory Grove Country Market, the Fry Dental Group, the Wetz Companies, and by Lakeside Golf Course. Now let's go to the pit in McConnellsville with Andy Rex and Sean Jones as the Warriors battle the Raiders.
Well, no more, because Straight Talk Wireless has rolled out 5G coverage.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to McConnellsville, the home of the Raiders and the home of high school football on this warm Friday evening as the Morgan Raiders are entertaining the Warren Warriors tonight. Good evening, everybody. Andy Rex along with Sean Jones to bring you the play-by-play action of tonight's game. And Jonesy, boy, a hot night tonight.
This is about as hot as I can remember being in one of these booths. Rex, it is going to be hot out there on the field, I would imagine, for quite some time tonight. And really nice night for football. Other than the weather, though, I cannot see a rain cloud in the sky. So looking forward to this one tonight. A couple of teams that can put some points on the board.
That is certainly the case. The Warriors with a big win last week over Belpre. The Morgan Raiders falling to Riverview 44-28, the final score, and that one up in Warsaw. But the Raiders kind of showed that new look offense. They put up over 500 yards of offense on what is probably a pretty decent Riverview team. We don't necessarily know how good they are going to be over the course of the season, but anytime you put 500 yards of offense on the board, you know you can move the football.
And if I'm not mistaken, it was a passing attack last week for the Morgan Raiders that led to most of that large chunk of yardage, over 500 in total. Levi Brown, their quarterback, Rex, I'm not sure exactly what his exact numbers, but if I'm not mistaken, he was well over 300 yards. And speaking of players going over 300 yards statistic-wise, how about Mr. Williams, the sophomore? Jason Williams, just with an amazing game last week. Madden-esque numbers, 381 on 19 carries,
yes.
Just a cool 20 yards per. What an evening.
Three of them were for touchdowns, and they were all long touchdown runs. You added up his touchdown runs the three touchdown runs by themselves, it was about 208 yards just on the three touchdown runs. So even if you take those away from the rest of his carries, he still averaged about 10 yards a carry on every other carry in the evening.
Yeah, not bad. He put up about a quarter mile in rushing last week, so certainly we'll keep an eye on him. And it should be one, Rex, where I'd imagine we may see some touchdowns scored. Obviously, the defenses will have something to say about that. So interesting one here on a hot night in McConnellsville.
It is certainly the case. We had a chance to talk to both coaches before tonight's game. So first of all, we will hear from Morgan Raider head coach Chase Bowman, and then we will hear from Warren Warrior coach Matt Kimes. That's all coming up in just a moment. You're listening to High School Football on ESPN Radio.
Hey, it's Tony at the Citizens Bank Company. The process of obtaining a loan can sometimes seem daunting. Let us take the worry out of this process and replace it with the loans that will get you the keys to that car, take you on a much-needed vacation, or secure the house you've been wanting. We are here to help you find the best loan to make life happen. Stop by and visit us at any of our 5 convenient locations or visit us online at thecitizens.com. We are here for what matters most. See you soon. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Do you want to start or grow a resilient business? Looking for effective marketing, pricing, and hiring strategies? Or maybe you just want to expand your network? Attend the Riverview Credit Union Mid-Ohio Valley Entrepreneurship Expo at Marietta College, September 23rd. The conference starts with a luncheon presentation, followed by interactive workshops and a business after hours. The Riverview Credit Union Mid-Ohio Valley Entrepreneurship Expo, September 23rd, on the campus of Marietta College. Register online today to reserve your spot.
At Staley Countryside Meat Company, we approach each processing order with individual care and attention. We take special pride in our work to make sure you are satisfied with the meat product that ends up on your kitchen table. Call Staley Countryside Meat Company today at 740-989-2076 to schedule your meat processing needs. We also do our best to accommodate special requests from cutting to wrapping. Staley Countryside Meat Company, we're a cut above the rest.
Johnny Wharf, Coach Matt Kimes, pregame of the Warren at Morgan game. Talk a little bit about the tale of the tape here. What is your scouting report coming out of a whole one game tell you about the Morgan Raiders?
They're multiple in offense. They're hard to prepare for because one play they'll be in two tight ends, three backs, trying to run smash mouth old school football, and then the next play they're, five wide receivers spreading it out all over the field, throwing it around. So, we've got to be prepared for both. Not sure exactly how they're going to try to attack us. So, from that standpoint, it makes it a little bit hard to prepare. We've got a plan for both. Like I said early on, we got to figure out what their plan of attack is. Very capable quarterback, skilled kid, runs it well, throws it well. A couple hard-nosed running backs. And the receiving core, maybe not super athletic, but efficient. They know what they're doing, and they got good hands and catch the ball. So it's going to be a challenge for us.
Can you talk a little bit about how you graded your guys, whether it was offense, defense, special teams, or even personnel coming out of the Belpre game, and maybe what you worked on leading into this one?
We know we got to get better throwing the football on offense. I think we were 2 of 11 or something like that. And we had opportunities to make plays, and we just didn't for whatever reason. Hopefully it's just the inexperience factor with the quarterbacks and receivers never playing in the live Friday night game together. We've worked really hard on it this week in practice to make sure we have those guys on the same page, and we've tweaked some formations and some terminology a little bit to hopefully simplify things for them. But we just got to be able to be multiple in offense. We think we know we're going to be able to run the ball a little bit, but if we can't keep people honest, they're just going to stack the box on us. So we got to be able to do both.
Coach, as you roll into the season from last season, did you keep most of your staff, most of your coaching guys? I mean, in terms of your system.
Yeah, absolutely. We were fortunately able to keep everyone and add a couple that have really been a tremendous addition. Chad Porter came on from OVU to be our wide receiver coach. Scott Mitchum's our outside linebacker coach, and DJ Carroza, who played at WVU recently, came in and helped with our O-line and D-line. So really happy with those additions to go on with the guys we've already had. And anytime you can, have not much turnover there, it's good for not only the program but the kids. They get to see the same faces and understand their coaching philosophy. So, from that aspect, we're very blessed to be a tight-knit unit.
All right. Enjoy your time in the pit, Coach, with the Morgan Raiders. Thanks for your time here.
Welcome to the Fry Dental Group, where Total Smile Care begins with a comprehensive approach to oral health and ends with a beautiful, memorable smile. Dr. Brett Fry, Dr. Elena Perry, and Dr. Derek Howe continue to pursue the latest professional education and excellence to ensure you receive the best dentistry available. From repairing damaged teeth to same-day crowns, sleep apnea solutions, and complete smile makeovers, the focus at Fry Dental Group is to deliver the most advanced professional care available. Learn more at frydental.com and at 1309 Green Street in Marietta.
Do you want to start or grow a resilient business? Looking for effective marketing, pricing, and hiring strategies? Or maybe you just want to expand your network? Attend the Riverview Credit Union Mid-Ohio Valley Entrepreneurship Expo at Marietta College, September 23rd. The conference starts with a luncheon presentation, followed by interactive workshops and a business after hours. The Riverview Credit Union Mid-Ohio Valley Entrepreneurship Expo, September 23rd, on the campus of Marietta College. Register online today to reserve your spot.
Welcome back to McConnellsville. We're joined now on the pregame show by Coach Chase Bowman of the Morgan Raiders. And Coach, quickly touch back on last week's game before we talk about tonight's.
There were definitely some positives to take away from Friday night, but we turned the ball over too many times. And defensively, we didn't tackle well enough and gave up too many explosive plays. But we competed our butts off for 48 minutes, which is a good thing. So, you got to be able to take those good things and continue those, and then the negative plays, you got to be able to work on and fix those.
Tonight, the home opener against the Warren Warriors. I know you're excited to get that first home game under your belt.
Oh, absolutely. We love playing in front of our fans, and obviously, when you get a home game, you like to see a packed stadium, and obviously we want to give them something to cheer about. So our community is great in supporting their football team, and it's always exciting to play in front of.
Tonight, this Warren team, a team that lost a lot from a regional quarterfinals playoff team from last year, but they just kind of seem to fit in some new pieces.
Oh, absolutely. And when you have success like that the year before, you're going to have kids that are confident, and they're going to expect good things to happen. And that's kind of where we're trying to get our kids to get over that hump is going from hoping things go well to just expecting things to go, expecting to make plays and to make good things happen. I think that's where their kids are at right now, and that's where we're trying to get to.
A couple of keys to tonight's game.
Offensively, we have to take care of the football. We moved the ball last week. We feel like we got some pieces offensively where we can move the ball pretty consistently, but we have to take care of it. And then defensively, make teams drive on us. They can't give up the explosive plays.
Coach, appreciate your time. Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
It's Coach Chase Bowman of the Morgan Raiders, and we will be back with more from McConnellsville right after this.
Get hot, hot, hot August savings at Pioneer Family Pre-Owned Autos in Williamstown. Choose from our huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs to fit your payment and budget needs. Regardless of credit history, Pioneer can help you get the car you deserve. Just bring your current credit information for guaranteed finance options and your best deal. Plus, we desperately need pre-owned vehicles, so we're paying over book value for every trade, just like yours. Pioneer Family Pre-Owned Autos in Williamstown, West Virginia. Or PioneerFamilyAuto.com. Let's qualify CD for details.
There's always a handy app on your phone for weather, directions, and typically you can ask Siri anything. But the Ohio Valley Cab and Delivery Service app offers added convenience. After you register, at the touch of a button, you can get traditional cab service, mail and grocery runs, and special deliveries. And it's not a drone, it's a real person in a real car driving you safely over the river and, well, wherever you need to go. 740-374-TAXI, and now with the Ohio Valley Cab app.
And we welcome you back to McConnellsville. Andy Rex along with Sean Jones as we get set to kick this one off in just a few moments here from McConnellsville. Jonesy, as we look at these teams, Warren kind of seemed to turn the corner last year with what they accomplished and before losing in the regional quarterfinals. This Morgan team has sometimes struggled to find their identity in the past few years.
Yeah, they have, and hopefully this offense can continue into tonight. I know we're getting close here to the anthem. I believe we're getting ready for it here at the fields. But yeah, Coach Matt Kimes last year coming in at 6-4 first year for the Warriors.
And we will, they'll be walking the flag clear across the field before we hear the national anthem. So we still got a minute or so before that occurs. So of course, Warren losing to St. Clairsville in the regional quarterfinals last year, and then, of course, last year being the weird COVID year that we had where everybody made it into the playoffs last year. Morgan went over to Amanda Clear Creek, competed with them quite well before the Aces pulled away in the end with a couple of late touchdowns in the last 5 minutes of the game to make the game look much worse than it really was if you saw it.
Yeah, and I kind of miss that expanded playoffs. I really do. That was fun last year. A lot of teams being able to pick up their first playoff win in some instances, which I guess was a silver lining on what was just a wacky season due to the pandemic last year.
And as we look at that, I mean, obviously we do have expanded playoffs in Ohio again this year. That they've expanded the fields from 8 to 16 teams per region. So you see, most teams in the region will make the playoffs. About 8 to 10 will not. And we'll take a pause here now for the national anthem from the Morgan High School Marching Band. Fine job of the national anthem from the Morgan High School Raider Marching Band tonight here as we get set to kick this one off here in just about 3 or 4 minutes from McConnellsville, Jonesy.
Yeah, looking forward to this one. Still incredibly hot out here. Must be still near 90. Let's take a look. I'm seeing 89 still. Well, that is an unupdated. Well, no, we'll call it 89, at least according to technology, as we get ready to kick off. Hard to believe we're still pushing 90 degrees at this hour, but wow, it's been a hot week out here, and surely it's going to be a hot one here in the booth. We have prepared, though, with the proper hydration. Had to make that run, of course, staying nice and hydrated as we get ready for what should be a very interesting game. And we mentioned the running attack of Warren last week. I'm kind of wanting to see who takes kind of the advantage first into the trenches, pushing around. Can Warren get those big holes? Can those big play opportunities going to be there? Certainly, you would have to think that Chase Bowman and his staff are going to be eyeing that game tape last week, which, hey, they could have watched streaming live on Facebook right now, or last week, should say, and on YouTube here on WJW. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to this one a whole lot tonight, Rex. I keep saying that one. I am excited. It's my season opener. You got a taste of it last week. I was unfortunately unavailable.
But that's quite all right. Glad to have you along. Glad to have you along for the rest of the season.
Yes,
well.
That's right. That is right.
It's the Warriors and the Raiders. We will take another timeout and come back with the opening kickoff. You're listening to high school football on ESPN Radio.
WVU Medicine Camden Clark has a job for you and invites you to the job fair at the Lafayette Hotel on Tuesday, September 1st from 9 until 3. The benefits of working for the area's biggest name in healthcare are amazing, including a lucrative paid time off plan, retirement match, tuition assistance, dependent tuition assistance, and more. Stop by the WVU Medicine Camden Clark job fair on Tuesday, September 1st from 9 until 3 at the Lafayette Hotel. It may just be the fresh career start you're looking for. WMOA will be broadcasting live from 11 to 1 with special giveaways, so we'll see you there.
It's 360 degrees of perfection. Lakeside Golf Course is the best conditioned public course in the Mid-Ohio Valley, known for friendly service. Join a league or take a lesson from the golf pro at Lakeside Golf Course on State Route 60, just 1 mile south of Beverly. Call 984-4265. 984-4265. Flawless Lakeside Golf Course. 360 degrees of perfection. Online at lakesidegolfcourse.net.
And we welcome you back to McConnellsville as we are just about ready to get this one underway. The Warren Warriors won the coin toss, elected to defer, so we will see the Morgan offense out on the field first under quarterback Levi Brown.
Warren Warriors, as you can see on the far side of the field, traveled well, excited after that big win last week.
And
no wind to speak of, so at least that I can feel.
No, I don't feel I don't feel any either, my friend. So.
It would be nice. Wishful thinking. We'll hope for a breeze.
Little breeze would be nice. That is Caleb Burns for the Warren Warriors, set to kick the ball off to the Morgan Raiders, and back to receive. We see Cole Searle, and on the far side,
I believe that's an 18, if I'm not mistaken.
Would be Dylan Compton. So Burns just about ready to put his foot into it. There's the official signal. And he's backing up, and we are just about ready to go here from McConnellsville.
Burns a soccer player, so we're told. See if he can put a leg into this one to start things off.
Burns will run up on it, and it's a short kick. It's going to be bounced at about the 20-yard line. It's going to be picked up by Searle back at the 10, and he had his knee on the ground. So the ball becomes dead right there. And so the Raiders will take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory at the 10-yard line.
Hey, it was effective. Very effective kick. That took a Warren bounce, and yeah, kind of an unfortunate pickup there. I think he had his eyes looking for more, and Just grazed that knee a bit on the ground.
And a natural grass field, you'll see sometimes some strange hops, but it is the case. Brown in the pistol formation. He's back. He's going to pitch it back around to his running back, and it
was Williams in on the tackle.
18. That's Compton, the sophomore running back. Loss of 3 on the play, back to the 7-yard line. It'll bring up second down and 13. So now we'll see a different guy back as the wingback. Now it's Aiden Weaver as the tailback behind Brown, who is in the pistol, and they'll hand the ball off to Weaver, and he looks to find a hole. He has one out across the 10, 15, out near the 18-yard line. A nice little run there by Aiden Weaver of the Morgan Raiders. Gets back most of the yards and brings up third down and very manageable 3rd and 2.
Yeah, really nice run. Found some room to run on that left side. Very close to the first down. Call it a long 2.
They got to get right to the 20-yard line. Ball spotted right on the 18, so 3rd and 2 coming up here. And looks like Brown is going to go up under center now with more of a full house backfield. Now he sends a man in motion, and he hangs up the wing back. Pitch back is going to go to Weaver. Weaver looking to turn the corner. He gets around it. First down yardage out across the 25, out to the 30, and down at the 31-yard line. Another nice run there for Aiden Weaver. 13 yards on that first down carry for the Morgan Raider junior.
Yeah, over 20 yards on the past 2 carries. Really nice start to the game, opposite side of the field.
Actually giving 14 on the carry out to the 32. And it brings up first down and 10 for the Morgan Raiders. 10 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Turning first quarter clock here just underway in McConnellsville. Brown back in the pistol formation. 3 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. He sends the man in motion and hands the ball off to Weaver once again.
Bottled up right at the line. Looks like big number 88, Dennis Petty.
And actually that
6'2" senior, I believe?
that was Carson Copeland on the carry, number 28. So a gain of 2 on the play, and they'll bring up second down and 8 for the Morgan Raiders, who now deploy 2 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Copeland is a sidecar beside Brown in the pistol formation. Brown back to throw, looking. He's got some time. He's going to look over the middle, and it's going to be tipped and incomplete, just a little too high, intended for Dylan Compton.
Time to throw, and catchable pass. He had to lift it above the defender. I didn't quite catch which one of those Warren defenders. I believe that was number 20, Brody Tate. He had to loft the ball over. Warren, a couple of interceptions last week, so they're off to a very good start so far in the defensive secondary.
And Brown threw a couple of interceptions last week. That was one of the bugaboos that Coach Bowman talked about, is that they turned the ball over 5 or 6 times last week in that loss. Now Brown back to throw again and sets up a little screen. He's got Copeland, and Copeland's got some room there. Out across the 40, still on his feet, pushing towards the first down marker. It's going to be close, but I think he's going to be just maybe a half a yard short, depending on the spot of this football. We'll see what they say here, and the referee hasn't come up and taken a look at it yet. They're taking a look at it. Now they're going to stop play with 8:53 left in the first quarter, and the head referee is going to come in here and take a look at this to see if they need to bring the chains in. And he doesn't bother. He says first down.
I was going to say, that looked like he had gotten plenty on that screenplay. Really nicely set up. Copeland had a couple of men to barrel through at the end, got just enough.
So first down and 10 for the Raiders. Brown with Copeland beside him on the left. A little quick screen out to the left, and the pass is dropped by Aiden Weaver. And that may have been a violation of rule number 1. as a receiver.
Yes, looking downfield before you secure the ball in your hands. I think so, because there was some room to operate there. You had a couple of guys on the Warren secondary closing in. Grimm and Bowers both out there were eyeing him down, but hey, you got to catch that ball before you can think about doing any more damage.
2nd down and 10 with 2 receivers out to the left and kind of 2 to the right, and a ball thrown a little too high there, kind of into double coverage there for the Warriors into Bowers and Hunter Grimm. Pass was intended for Dylan Compton. Incomplete pass brings up 3rd down and 10.
See if they potentially go back to a screen or something similar. They've had some success.
So 3rd down and 10, 8:33 to go here in the first quarter. 3 receivers out to the right. Brown back to throw, looking. He's under pressure. He gets the ball away, and it's a little too wide and a little too short that time for Cole Searle. And the pass incomplete brings up 4th down and 10, and a punting situation here for the Morgan Raiders.
Well, the Morgan offense was able to get the field position back into a manageable spot, starting that drive from their own 10-yard line. A couple of promising runs. A 3rd and long, though, that was pretty hard to pick up.
Carson Copeland back to punt the football away for the Warriors. Jason Williams standing back at about his own 28-yard line to receive the kick. And Copeland will put a good foot into it, and Williams is going to call for the fair catch at about the 33-yard line. And that's where Warren will start with the ball, 1st and 10 on their first possession of the evening with 8:22 to go here in the first quarter.
Well, we'll see if they opt to attack with the backs again. Jason Williams, first tackle of the game tonight. We'll see if he gets the first handoff on the Warren side. And you really got to like the size of quarterback Trent Taylor as well. 6'5". He is going to see over that offensive line.
Yes, he is.
Quite easily.
He did struggle a little bit throwing the football last week, and maybe that's some first-game jitters or such. You don't know, but he's got Bowers beside him, Williams behind him. Taylor in the pistol formation, and he's going to hand the ball off to Williams. Williams looking for a hole, turns the left corner, and he's got a missed tackle there, and Williams on his horse, 50, 40, 30, and he stays on his feet, and Williams is going to run into the end zone, 67 yards.
Did they mark him down?
Oh.
I believe they may have marked him down at the 19.
They said he stepped out of bounds at the 19-yard line, so whoops, wiped the touchdown off the board.
What an opening run, though, right down the sideline. Nearly tightrope that into just an amazing display on the first play of the game.
So a 48-yard carry nonetheless.
Keeping that 20 per carry average up.
So 1st down and 10 for the Warriors from the Morgan 19-yard line. Taylor will take the snap and hand the ball off to Williams once again, right over the same spot. He's going to power forward inside the 15, down to about the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 that time for Jason Williams.
Really nice hole opened up there on the left side. That appeared to be 68 and 88. Big tight end Petty and Carter Armstrong. Another sophomore. A lot of talent in that sophomore class of the Warren Warriors.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and 4 from the Morgan 13-yard line now for the Warren Warriors. Taylor in the pistol formation. It's Bowers behind him now, and the handoff will fake the handoff to Bowers. Looks to throw towards the end zone. Ball is tipped and caught in the end zone for a touchdown by Zach Lucas of the Warren Warriors.
I was waiting. I couldn't quite tell from this vantage point whether he had came down with the ball in his possession and got a foot in bounds. That knee was dangerously close to the sidelines, but hey, 1 for 1 so far for the sophomore quarterback. Very nice catch, and pretty well defended. That was a very nice display of touch to get that ball where it needed to be.
So now on to attempt the extra point for the Warren Warriors. The kick is up, and the kick is good for Chase Bowers. So with 7 minutes, 19 seconds to go here in the first quarter, it is Warren 7, Morgan nothing. You're listening to high school football on ESPN Radio.
Looking to locate a business in the Mid-Ohio Valley? It seems there's a lot of that going around lately. And at Wetz Companies, we can simplify the process. For 80 years, the Wetz Companies have been a local family-owned business, specializing in third-party logistics. Wetz has buildings and land for development, including 480 acres with river and rail access. They offer building solutions that cater to oil and gas industries, bulk commodities, river terminal, and warehouse distribution. Visit WetzCompanies.com to learn more or to make an inquiry. Wetz, for more than 8 decades, offering trusted business solutions.
Get hot, hot, hot. August savings now. Pioneer Family Auto in Marietta. Choose from over 700 hot new Chevy, Buick, GMC, Ford, Lincoln, or pre-owned vehicles. Take advantage of hot deals like 0% financing up to 6 years or no payments until October. Plus, we need pre-owned vehicles just like yours. So we're paying over book value for every trade. And regardless of credit history, Pioneer can help you get the car you deserve. All roads lead to Marietta. Pioneer Chevrolet, Pioneer Buick GMC, Family Ford Lincoln, or PioneerFamilyAuto.com. Let's qualify CD details.
We welcome you back to McConnellsville. Andy Rex along with Sean Jones. And boy, it didn't take long for the Warren Warriors. They drive 67 yards in, I think, just 3 plays.
In 3 plays, and it was inches away from being 1 play as Williams had an electric run of 48 to open up their first drive of the.
Didn't even take a minute and a half off the clock, and a 13-yard touchdown pass from Trent Taylor to Zach Lucas. And it's 7-0 in favor of the Warren Warriors. Ball is picked up at about the 23-yard line for the Morgan Raiders. On the kickoff return is Logan Nysonger, and he gets out across the 40 to the 41-yard line on the little bounce. But that time the Raiders played it a lot better.
Yeah. 5'10", 180 sophomore, able to take that ball out over the 40, and not a bad starting field position. Maybe some miscommunication in that passing attack. I feel like a couple of passes maybe overthrown, but maybe looking for a player somewhere where he should have been but wasn't. Hard to tell.
Ball is going to be marked at the 42-yard line, which is where the Raiders got to before they had to punt on their first possession of the game. So, well.
Let's see if they can pick up where they left off.
Brown sends a receiver in motion out to the left. He's back to throw, looking. He has some time, and he's going to go over the middle, and is going to be caught out across the 50 down to about the 46-yard line. Then the ball comes loose, and it is going to be recovered by the Raiders as well. The reception by Cole Searle, and then the fumble recovery by Cooper Kane, right Johnny on the spot.
Really nice route and a really nice pass. 12 yards. I'm not sure if the ground caused that fumble. It looked like he went down with it clean from where I was at, but a really nice start to drive.
Or maybe
number
they
2.
said his knee was on the ground before the ball came loose. I don't know. We do know that the ball came loose.
It did.
Either way, it's a gain of 11 yards on the play and a first down for the Raiders at the Warren 47-yard line. Brown will fake the handoff this time and look to throw, and a little screen pass. That time, nothing of it as Taylor Bowers comes up quickly to take down Cole Searle for a big loss on the play of about 6 yards.
Yeah, looks like the 3 receivers downfield were pretty well covered. That was his, I believe, just his kind of dump it down route, his escape route. And, well, Warren had that one covered. Second and long.
Second down and 16. Ball back on the Morgan side of the field at the 47-yard line. And we will see second down and 16 here.
Bit of a bunch formation.
So Brown will be up under center now and will pitch the ball back to Copeland. Copeland loses the football, and it's recovered there quickly by an offensive lineman. Wade Pauley jumps on the football there.
Really nice job of seeing the ball and getting on top of it. Big number 71. 6'3", 220. He's a junior. Another third and long, though, and that's not what you want to be facing. Warriors nearly coming up with another turnover.
So it'll bring up 3rd down and 20 now back at the Morgan 42-yard line. And Brown is back to throw once again. Now flush in the pocket, has some room, then finds a receiver out there. It's Copeland inside the 45 down to the 44-yard line of the Warren Warriors. It's not going to be enough for the first down. He's still going to be about 3, 5, 6 yards short.
Looks like they got about 10 back on that one, and I thought that he had Searle again open, that he was going to dump it down to. They're going no huddle up to the line.
So the Raiders will go for it here on this 4th down and 6. And Brown looking, and maybe that was just an attempt to draw Warren off sides to make it a closer, and then Coach Chase Bowman calls a timeout. So with 4 minutes and 23 seconds to go here in the first quarter, it's Warren 7, Morgan nothing. You're listening to high school football on ESPN Radio.
WVU Medicine Camden Clark has a job for you and invites you to the job fair at the Lafayette Hotel on Tuesday, September 1st from 9 until 3. The benefits of working for the area's biggest name in healthcare are amazing, including a lucrative paid time off plan, retirement match, tuition assistance, dependent tuition assistance, and more. Stop by the WVU Medicine Camden Clark job fair on Tuesday, September 1st from 9 until 3 at the Lafayette Hotel. It may just be the fresh career start you're looking for. WMOA will be broadcasting live from 11 to 1 with special giveaways, so we'll see you there.
There's always a handy app on your phone for weather, directions, and typically you can ask Siri anything. But the Ohio Valley Cab and Delivery Service app offers added convenience. After you register, at the touch of a button, you can get traditional cab service, mail and grocery runs, and special deliveries. And it's not a drone, it's a real person in a real car driving you safely over the river and, well, you know, wherever you need to go. 740-374-TAXI, and now with the Ohio Valley Cab app.
And we welcome you back to McConnellsville. Andy Rex along with Sean Jones, and we are just about ready, and it looks like the Raiders, even after the timeout, are going to go for it here on 4th down and 6 with 4:23 to go. Brown back to throw, looking. He's got some time, and he goes over the middle, and is going to be caught for the first down inside the 35, down to about the 33-yard line.
Nice route again. That
and
was
that's
Searle. He's been his favorite target on this drive. That's 3 receptions for Searle. Of course, one of them did, unfortunately, go the wrong way for a few yards, but a couple of really nice routes. That looked very similar to the play just a few snaps ago, in which Searle was able to gain around 12 yards on that out to the sideline.
So 1st down and 10 for the Raiders, and a handoff to Copeland here. Copeland's got some running room inside the 25. Copeland tries to bowl over a defender, gets down to the 20-yard line. A nice 15-yard run there for Carson Copeland of the Morgan Raiders.
Yeah, just an inside handoff to the fullback. You got to love seeing the big guys get in there and rumble